Hello. Ah, good day. Hope everyone is well. It's nice to see you all. Thanks again for the feedback. I really appreciate it. It's been a little cooler this week, so I hope you're getting out there and supplementing any yoga with walking and exercising, riding the bikes. You know, it's been quite pleasant out, so I'm thankful for that. Well, we'll get started today, and let's start by laying on our backs today. So we'll start extending our arms out to a T, extending the legs, flexing and pointing, finding our breath. You can close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Nestle your shoulder blades into the mat, your hips, noticing where on your arms and legs you're yielding to the earth, finding our breath, noticing as you inhale your shoulder blades pushing a little bit more against the mat and the earth. And as you exhale, noticing the little rotation of your spine as you open up, noticing the small of your back, how it moves away from the earth. And as you exhale, that moves a little bit closer to the earth. So just notice with your inhalation and your exhalation how it pivots your spine a little bit against the mat. And taking your arms up overhead, stretching your arms away from the core, stretching your feet away, flexing them and stretching and relaxing. Inhale, exhale, and let's stretch them away again. With the next inhalation, stretching, stretching, exhale, release. Inhale, stretching, stretching away. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Stretching, stretching away and release. And last time. Stretching, stretching away and release. Bringing your left knee to the sky. Right leg extended. Let's lift and lower that right leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more times. Bringing the foot down, knee to ceiling, extending the left leg down. Let's lift and lower. Lift and lower. And 2 more times. And leaving that left leg up, taking the right leg up to meet it. And let's see if we can stretch our arms overhead, bringing them towards the shins. And let's hold that, bringing your shoulder blades off the mat, holding your shins or your knees. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's take our arms back overhead. And let's lift up again. We'll do this 2 more times. Grabbing the back of your knees or your shins and holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering, taking the arms overhead and lifting again, bringing your shoulder blades off the mat. Stretching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing the arms overhead, bringing your legs down, taking the right leg up, and we'll take our arms out to a T, and let's take that right leg over to the right. If you'd like to use your strap, you can put your strap around the ball of your foot and extend. You'll hold the strap in your right hand and extend that leg to the right. Bringing it up. Taking that left leg straight. Switching arms, taking that right leg over to the left. So if you have your strap in your hand, you'll be taking that leg over to the left, and the strap would be in the left arm or in the left hand. Nice stretch. Bringing that right leg back up, bringing the knee towards the sky, foot towards your buttocks, bringing that left leg up. If you have your strap, putting it around the ball of your foot, you would have your strap in your left arm and dropping that leg to the left. Nice hip opener, dropping it to the left. Feeling it in through your groin area. Bringing it closed, extending the right leg. If you have a strap, taking the strap in your right arm and dropping that left leg over to the right. Nice side stretch. Bringing that leg back up, bringing your knee down, bringing the right leg up, sitting in your invisible chair, heels toward the bottom of your mat, sitting as if you're in the chair, dialing your knees to the left. Do not take them all the way down to the mat, but about halfway to center, and then dialing them to the right. Center and come down. Nice, nice. This time we'll take our right leg up, taking our left arm overhead, bringing our left hand to the left knee or the right shin. So with your breath coming up and down, up and down. Two more times, and then we'll switch sides. Bringing that right leg up, left leg extended straight, bringing it up, and the right arm. So right arm to right knee or right shin. With the breath. Nice. Two more times. Very nice. Bringing that down. Extending our arms to a T, taking our legs up, extending them out into a V. Coming up, holding your shoulder blades off the mat and rolling down. Bringing your legs up, and let's hug them into our chest. Rocking back and forth, rolling out the shoulders, the spine, and even the hips. Shooting that left leg down, holding the right knee in, bringing that left leg up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding that left leg in, extending that right leg down, holding it up, taking the right leg up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Taking both of those in, rocking back and forth, extending the legs down, rolling over onto your right side. Grabbing your ankle, your left ankle and your left arm. Nice runner's stretch. Nice, feel that stretch through the legs. Taking that left foot and placing it in front of your right knee. And let's take that right leg up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming up on our elbow, taking that left leg straight, coming onto either by bending our knees or keeping them straight, pushing our hips off the mat. Pushing our hips. Again, if you have your legs bent, look like this. And let's come down. You can have your legs straight. We'll go up. We'll do this 2 more times. Having our legs either straight or bent. Pushing in, feeling it through your side. And down. And one more time. Pushing those hips off the mat. Very, very nice. Coming down, moving onto your back and onto the left side. So, extending on your left side, grabbing your ankle with your arm, doing a nice runner stretch. A nice stretch on that leg. Taking that foot, placing it in front of the knee, and taking that left leg up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up on your elbow, either extending your legs straight or keeping them bent, pushing through your hips, coming off, working your side here, coming down. Again, your legs could be bent or straight, pushing up through, taking your hips off the mat. Coming down, we'll do this one more time. And we'll hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down, rolling onto our stomachs. Pushing up through our shoulders, hands, fingers extended, palms working, pushing back. So I'm pushing through. My legs are about hip distance apart, slowly rolling down. Coming into tabletop for some cat and cow. Nice breaths, cat and cow. Extending that right leg up with the knee bent. Let's pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Putting that leg down, pivoting the left leg Bringing your right arm up, stretching towards the sky, opening up that heart. Breathing, noticing any clenching of your jaw, releasing that. Coming back to table. Taking that left heel towards the sky, lifting and lowering. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Placing that left leg down, pivoting the right foot, taking that left arm up, opening up the chest towards the sky. Coming back down. Back and forth through cat and cow. Making sure your weight is evenly distributed over your shoulders and throughout your fingertips. Taking your knees off the ground, pushing back into puppy dog and up into downward dog. Extending, paddling your feet back and forth. And coming down. Extending that right leg back. And let's bring it to our right elbow. We'll do this 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring it down. And the same with the left. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it down. And let's go into child's pose. So our toes are together, knees separated, coming into child's pose. Find some nice deep breath at any time during the practice. Feel free to come into child's pose. Arms could be extended or they can be placed back by your ankles. Pushing through to puppy dog and downward dog. Finding and meeting in downward dog. Taking the right leg up, opening it up, open that hip. Bringing that right leg through to the hands, and you can bring the left leg down, the knee of the left leg down, arms up overhead, hands to prayer, and twisting, taking your gaze over to the right. Nice, very nice. Bringing the arms, untwisting, taking them overhead, planting your arms on each side of that right foot, taking that right foot back into downward dog. Meeting in downward dog. Taking the left foot up, opening that up. Taking a gaze at your fingers, bringing that left foot through, planting the right knee, taking the arms up overhead to prayer and heart center, twisting and taking that right elbow to the left knee, taking your gaze over to the left. Bringing your hands down, tucking your toes, taking that left leg back to downward dog. Taking a couple breaths, shaking it out, and placing both knees on the mat, tucking your toes under, coming up, arms overhead to prayer and to heart center. Hands back up, tabletop, tuck the toes, press into downward dog, pressing back into downward dog, bending the knees, coming up on the knees, tucking the toes under, arms overhead to prayer and to heart center. Placing your hands in the small of your back, taking your gaze, extending, taking your gaze towards the sky, bringing your shoulder blades together, leaning back a little bit into those quads, feeling a nice modified stretch through the spine, folding forward into child's pose. Coming up to tabletop, pressing through to downward dog, walking your feet towards the front of your mat, nice forward fold, halfway up, exhale, forward fold, bending the knees, resting your chest and your belly on your thighs, shaking your head out, straightening those legs, bending them slightly, bring the arms up overhead to prayer and to heart center. Coming to mountain pose. Taking the arms up overhead, grabbing the right wrist with the left hand, folding over to the left, taking your gaze up under that armpit towards the sky. Coming back up to neutral, exchanging wrist and hand. So the hand is now grasping the left wrist, folding over to the right, and taking that gaze up to the left. Coming back up and release the arms. Let's roll our shoulders a little bit back, really getting the juices flowing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then forward. Let's do it forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's extend them out. Extend them out and face the palms up. Bring the palms together. Face them down. Bring the arms down. Very controlled. Turn the palms up. Face them up. And then down. Towards the thighs. Take the palms up. Very controlled and down. And let's bring them arms and elbows in, really taking those shoulder blades and squeezing them together and then extending them straight and back and forth. 3, 2, and 1. And find our mountain again. Okay, we haven't done tree for a couple weeks. I know we've done some balancing, but let's actually do some tree. So let's start with our right leg as our tree trunk. And let's move around a little bit to find a good sweet spot where we can lift. If you need a chair or if you want to move to the wall, you can do a kickstand with your toes on the ground and your heel next to your ankle. You can take that foot up. You can even take it up to the thigh, wherever your tree takes you today. Take your branches or your arms and focus. It's easier maybe for you on a hard surface rather than your carpet or a mat, wherever your tree takes you. Okay, let's shake that right leg out. Shake it, shake it. Finding the strength of your tree and your trunk as your left leg. Finding your focal point. You can start with a kickstand, or you can bring that leg up a little bit higher. You can even take it up to your thigh if you'd like. And just breathe into that oneness. Maybe taking your branches up overhead. Might notice one side has more balance or strength this week than it did last week. Let's shake that out. And we'll go down into Goddess. We'll do some Goddess and some 5 stars. So Goddess, sinking down. Hands can be on the thighs. They can be up in the air. And let's do a 5 star. Taking our right hand over to our left ankle, bending into that. If you have a block, you might want to use your block. Nice twist. Nice twist. Coming up. And then folding the left to the right. Do not clench your jaw. Have a soft mouth, soft palate, 5 star, down into Goddess. Lifting up the right heel and the left and the right and the left. And then we'll come back up, 5 star. Let's take that right hand over to the left heel again. Coming up. And then the left to the right. Coming up. Goddess. Let's bring both heels off the mat. Both of them for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those heels down. 5 star. We're going to take that right arm over to the left ankle again. Coming back up. Left to right. Coming up. We'll go into Goddess again. Seeing if we can sink down a little bit further. Let's hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Heel toe. Those feet together. Whew. Shake that out. Taking our arms up overhead, we're going to sit in our invisible seat. Bringing our hands down to prayer. Noticing our toes. Sink into it a little bit deeper. And let's come up. If you want to put a chair behind you, many of you have done this before with me. We have a chair behind us, so at any time you can actually take the arms of the chair and sit back down. We'll go into our Utkatasana again. Sitting down, noticing our alignment of our knees, our toes, our feet, sitting into it, coming up. Hands to prayer and heart center. One more time. Take our arms overhead, seated into it, bringing our hands to prayer, and coming back up. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if we can sit down on the mat without using our hands. Extending our legs straight, folding into a forward fold. Breathing into that forward fold. With each exhalation, pulling back a little bit, and each inhalation, folding a little bit deeper. If you'd like to come out and grab a strap, feel free to put your strap around the ball of your foot or your feet and fold forward. Coming out, bringing the right knee towards the left, or the right foot towards the left knee. Let's twist into this using your right arm as a kickstand. Taking your gaze over the right shoulder and the left shoulder. Back and forth with your breath. And take that right foot over the left knee, planting your left arm down, taking your right arm up to the sky, pushing through your right foot. Coming down, extending that right foot out, bringing the left leg in, twisting to the left. Taking that gaze over your left shoulder and your right shoulder, left and right. And the next time you go left and then come over to the right, bring your left foot over your right knee, planting your right arm down on the floor, pushing your hips off the floor, going up, taking and extending your left arm to the sky. Coming down, extending both legs out, taking them wide, walking your fingertips out towards the center and folding into that. Bringing your feet together, cobbler pose, extending your back, hands by your hips, pushing through your shoulders and your shoulder blades. Extending your heart center up towards the sky. Taking your gaze down towards your feet and up towards the sky. Down towards your feet and up towards the sky. One more time. Nice. Nice. Bringing those legs up. And we will go back into a reclined position. Extending, arms overhead, legs extended. And let's stretch and release. And let's stretch again and release. Bringing the arms extended out. Let's rotate those wrists. And the opposite way. And taking the left hand over the right fingertips. Let's just extend that back a little bit. And then folding the right hand forward, putting a little bit of pressure on that right wrist. And one more time is extending those fingers back and then folding them forward. And we'll do the same with the left hand, taking that, folding those fingers back a little bit and folding them forward. And extending them back and folding them forward. Nice, nice. Let's grab our elbows and take our knees up to a maybe mat distance. And we're going to take our elbows and drop them to the left. Take them over to the left, but drop your knees to the right. So your knees are dropping to the right. Elbows to the left. And then dropping your knees to the left and arms, elbows to the right. And we're going to go back and forth through this. So this is kind of counter lateral, meaning as one set of appendages go in one direction, laterally the other go in the opposite direction. This is good for coordination as well as brain function. And this time when your legs are rested to the right and your arms to the left, take your right ankle and put it over your left knee. And just let it rest there. And breathe. And release that. And take your knees over to the left, arms to the right. Take your left ankle over your right knee. Just let it rest. Feel a little bit of additional stretch. And release that. Coming up to a neutral position, we'll go into a 5-star. With that 5-star, let's take our right ankle and place it, see if we can cross it over our left leg. Feel that stretch in your hip, the right hip. And then extend that back into our 5-star, taking that left ankle over and cross it on the right ankle. Feel that stretch. Come back to our 5-star and stretch the right arm and the left leg away from each other. Stretch them away, release, and stretch the left arm and the right leg away from each other. The right leg and left arm, stretch them away from each other and release. And then coming back, bringing the legs together, arms down to the side. We will get ready for Savasana. So if you'd like to put socks on or blanket, palms facing up, feet splayed open. Letting your breath take the energy wherever in your body it needs to go. If any thoughts come to mind, push them away for later in the day or evening. Look into your mind's eye with each breath, inhalation and exhalation. And begin to move your fingers and your toes as you begin to notice the room, the sights, and the sounds among your environment. Moving the fingers, maybe rolling over to one side. Slowly taking a few cleansing breaths. And coming up to seated position. Sitting here, just noticing, scanning from your head down through your neck to your shoulders, extending through your arms to your fingertips. Moving back through your arms to your trunk. Moving down your spine to your hips, out through your sits bones, to your lower limbs, your thighs, your knees, your calves, down through your ankles. And notice the yielding of your feet to the earth. Taking your arms out and extending them up overhead, encompassing all the goodness in this world. Bringing your hands to your heart center. I bow to each and every one of you, the teacher and student in me honors the teacher and student in each and every one of you. Namaste. I thank you for being here today. Thank the Massland Museum for this opportunity, and may you have a wonderful week.